Well, welcome back to Óbidos, Portugal. Well, that's the location of this scene that I'm painting today. And I'm putting a little tile by the door. And on this tile I'm going to put a pair of hearts, a little logo that I've designed that I just like to put into paintings occasionally, just to add a little touch of romance. And anyway, I first paint the area of my tile with a mixture of my white plus a tiny little bit of ultramarine blue. I just want to square my tile off with my wall color, which is my mud plus white, and the mud is 2 parts of ultramarine blue and 1 part of alizarin crimson, and I add white to that, and so that just makes a kind of a lavender mixture. It's not a real bright mixture, it's just kind of dull. So now I'm going to start putting my heart logo on there, and this is a mixture of cadmium red deep plus cadmium red light, and I start in the center here, and I just draw it into that wet paint of the background. It's 2 hearts, they're intertwined. And one is a little bit higher than the other. This just gives a little touch of romance. Imagine just living in this villa overlooking the ocean, listening to the distant surf. The song of the distant surf, I think, is what I'm going to call this. Just looking out over the ocean, you can just walk down that cobblestone. This is going to be a cobblestone path down here, right in here, and it comes forward. I showed you the full painting in the frame before. I love to paint scenes I can just envision myself living in, walking out in the morning and seeing that view, and just feeling that fresh ocean air, smelling the salt in the air. So I just drag this into my wet paint. This brush, if you've watched many of my videos, you know I like to use the bright brushes, which are a square-tipped brush. This actually is a round. This makes it a little bit easier to get a better line. And now I can come back in and make corrections on that with my tile paint. Just come back in and to make this a little bit bigger. I have to be careful that I don't dig too deep into that and pull my red into the tile, or into the background of the tile. So this is 2 hearts just coming together as one. Just again, I like to add a little romance into my paintings. This one I want to come up a little bit higher. So I just bring it up, actually even bring it out a little bit more. Just fun little touches that make the paintings a little more personal. Catch people's attention. I like to be in galleries. Jack long ago said if we want to be in galleries that are in tourist locations, so when a couple is there on vacation, they fall in love with a piece, they are there for a week, they need to make a decision, they're together, and so adding these little romantic touches just kind of makes it even more special. I don't know very many people at all that don't like living near the ocean, and so it's fun to paint the ocean and give people a little touch of that. They may not be visiting that place, but they can just wake up in the morning and look out and see this ocean and just envision themselves just living there and looking out. That's the joy of painting. I can just make the world as I want it to be. I was talking with my pastor the other day, and he said, my goodness, we were talking about painting and all, and he said, wow, you really just have total control. And I said, yes, I said, it's really nice to just, on the canvas, I can make the world the way I want it to be. Just celebrate God's beauty and share it with others. So this is how I do my tile. Just bring this, make this a little more pointed there. Now I've got my design on there, and the tile is recessed into the wall. So now that I've got my design in there, I can size the tile. I can make the edge of the wall there that goes back in like the door jamb, this part in here. This tile is recessed, so you're going to have a little darker edge there. And since we're a little bit above, I'm going to have a little bit of a edge here that shows. I think I'm going to bring that point on that second heart down just a little bit.
Charging complete.
I really appreciate you watching my YouTube videos. You can subscribe to my channel and you'll receive a notification, email notification every time I post a new video. Also visit my blog. On my blog I show the entire step-by-step process of this painting as well as the others I do. I've had people contact me and said, oh, I want to see, what's before this and whatever. And if you'll just go to my blog, the address is in the link. The link is in the description below. It's also, the address is on the final frame of my video. So there's two ways to get to the blog. And you can subscribe to the blog and you will receive an email every time I make a new post. So let me just, now the edge of this little wall here is, the light catches it. And so we want just a little bit of a light, kind of like on the windowsills up above. I'm not sure you can see that on this frame, but there we go. So the light catches that little edge. And there's our heart tile. So you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Feel free to ask questions in the comments section. And I just thank you again very, very much for visiting my studio today. Have a great one.